Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Real Watchers live stream for June 24th, 2026. I, of course, am one of your co-hosts, Garrett.
And I'm the other co-host, Kevin.
He's more than the other co-host. He's the best co-host.
I'm half of the screen.
Hope you're all having a great week so far. Kevin, how the hell have you been? Because you weren't here last week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I totally forgot. That's already been a week. Holy crap. It's been pretty good. Just work has been kicking butt a little bit, just because people keep calling out, and that's why I had to skip out on last week, unfortunately. But you know what? This week is a new week, and I'm here.
Well, there you go. As for me, it's been okay. You can probably tell because it's a little more barren in here, but I'm in the process of getting ready to move. So in 2-3 weeks, you'll see a different background. So it'll be a little different. But we'll get there when we get there. So, but let's go ahead and dive into the stories this week. So let's go ahead and let's do that. So up first, the big piece of news making everyone real sad. Google AI and A24 have cut a deal for a research partnership. Now, of course, the brand that has built itself on the idea of making good taste a marketable thing is, unfortunately, going to be working with AI, but this does have some different kind of aspects to it. So I'll kind of go over that real quick. So basically, Google DeepMind is investing about $75 million into A24. It's simply a research partnership. It has nothing to do with production, IP, or data training. A24 is keeping all creative control, and no one is using this to actually make anything. So it is not being used to basically take the jobs of any artistic kind of talent or anything. In this deal, A24 is getting DeepMind's research, infrastructure, and brain power, and then Google gets to be able to get a read on how filmmakers actually work, plus they get some credibility to their program. The work is going to be running through A24 Labs, which is already working on an AI storyboarding application, basically the same thing that Scorsese is tinkering with for his company. Basically, everyone involved in this is trying to frame this as something that it is the good kind of AI and tools to keep the artist in control, not the prompt it and pray generators that a lot of people are consuming. So, is this the worst thing in the world? No. I mean, A24 could always get into this research and be like, you know what? No, we don't want to move forward with this, and they could end the research deal. They're not using this to actually make anything that we know of. It is purely for information. It is for helping to research new avenues, things like that. So we'll see if this has any effect. This isn't the worst piece of news in the world. I mean, based on the way that this has been kind of framed by Google and by A24. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I know Kane Parsons, who just did Backrooms with A24, is kind of very skeptical of this because obviously A24 is a corporation at the end of the day, so they are going to do things that are going to be able to possibly make them money. So who knows? But it is just an interesting development nonetheless, so kind of worth it to bring it up. So, but passing it over to you, Kevin.
Yes, passing it over to me is Supergirl debuts at is it a 50 or a 49?
50. The updated number is on here.
Updated number is 50 on Metacritic and 57% on Rotten Tomatoes. So very middle of the road.
Yeah, the kind of general consensus seems to be like it, not love it. Is kind of the general gist of what we've been getting, which means that this will probably end up being another He-Man type situation where it might make some money from DC fans and then just might kind of fizzle out pretty quick. So we'll have yet to see if this has anything. No reviews yet are out for Jackass, which is also coming out this week. Not seeing anything here. No, not seeing anything just yet. So nothing to report there, but hopefully Kevin and I will be able to go see it this weekend and tell you what we think next week. But yeah, I mean, I think this is about where I was expecting, maybe a little lower.
Yeah, I was thinking a little lower just because I don't know. I think we're superheroed out, unfortunately.
Yeah, I also think that it's being, it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's focusing on a graphic novel, and not to me. Everyone knows who Supergirl is. We all know it's the cousin of Superman, but the story, besides her and Lobo, has no recognizable characters in it. We don't know who the villain is if you haven't read the graphic novel. Like, it's just not a very marketable thing. I've heard the story is the best part of this, which is probably what it should be. And I've heard Millie Alcock is great as Supergirl. It's just not the most. The villain, I've heard the villain is the worst part of it.
Oh,
just
and
because
that's
it's
not
so
good.
forgettable is really the big thing. So, but that is going to be it for Supergirl.
Yep.
But up next, in one weekend, Toy Story 5 has outgrossed The Mandalorian and Grogu, and it is the biggest opening of the year, debuting to just over $315 million worldwide in one weekend. So, hey, whoever thought that we didn't need more Toy Story is dead wrong.
But I just don't. They're going to make a Toy Story 6, unless we don't know how this ends, though. So we'll see. But I mean, it's going to be up there, unfortunately. But yeah, not surprised at all, to be perfectly honest with you. It's a summer kid movie by
Pixar.
Disney and Pixar. It's going to make money. Oh, is it just Pixar? Okay, just Pixar. It's going to make money.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this was never not going to make money. It's a big established franchise from Disney and Pixar. They're marketing that to high hell. So yeah, it's going to be making money. So I'm debating on going to go see this tonight. So we'll wait and see if it's any good.
Yeah, but next up, something absolutely amazing. Obsession is the third original film since Coco in 2027 and Sinners last year to cross 200 million domestically, which is fantastic. I mean, you put those three up against each other, that's absolutely great. And it costs less than $1 million to make too.
Yeah, $750,000.
And those other movies, credit where credit's due, they are amazing movies, but they had a lot bigger budget.
Yeah, and I think that this is purely based on word of mouth. This movie has been so popular because of word of mouth, and it shows that kind of marketing is just as important. And it also shows that we're eager for original movies that are made well. I'm not surprised that it's still in theaters, but I feel like if it flopped, it would not still be in theaters at this point in time. This is going to be in theaters for a long time, and this is going to. I'm thinking there's going to be a huge push for this to be on physical media, like on Blu-ray and 4K and everything. But also, I think that when this comes out, because it's a Focus Features movie, which is owned by Universal, this will be a big boon for Peacock.
Bro, now. We go to HHN every year. Obsession Maze?
I don't think it would work.
I think it would.
I mean, like, if it's just, I don't know, just walking around a house with just the one girl kind of chasing around, isn't that interesting?
Okay.
I'd rather have a backrooms maze, to be completely honest.
That would be really eerie. Yeah.
It's just about liminal space. That's all we need. And then people in masks with the, we need that more, I think. Hopefully they get it this year, but we won't.
Back to the movies.
HHN never actually does anything really worth it usually.
No.
All right, but let's go ahead and move on. Next up, Netflix has won the bidding war for the Sesame Street movie rights. I should have updated the title. So they're the ones that are going to be having the movie rights for Sesame Street, which is weird because it's owned by, it's on HBO now and PBS, and it's a big mess of rights for that. So kind of weird, but if there's going to be a Sesame Street movie, it's going to be on Netflix.
That's crazy. Netflix owns everything, I feel like, and that's horrible to say.
Not as much as you'd think, but
they're always in the news.
Yeah. I think because they're one of the biggest new companies that's out there kind of on the block. So,
yeah, it's true.
But next up.
Keanu Reeves is in talks to star in an animation / live action hybrid movie, Lego movie, with Toy Story 4 director to helm. Interesting. I mean, people are gonna compare it to the Lego movie, and I feel like if it flops, it's gonna be a hard time.
Yeah, I don't know what the idea behind this, and if it's by the director who did Toy Story 4, like there could be a very real connection of like adults connecting with their kid via Lego or something. Could be a whole, thing. So
I don't have anything, so
it's true. But I mean, this does sound exciting. I mean, I'm always down for more Keanu. Give me more Keanu all day, every day. But next up, Amazon has walked away from its movie Artificial, directed by Luca Guadagnino, about Sam Altman and OpenAI after their deal with OpenAI. But reportedly, Neon and Mubi are interested in acquiring the movie. So Luca Guadagnino, being the director who just recently gave us Queer, also gave us Challengers, which were popular movies recently. Kind of known for taking on some kind of controversial, but also like kind of weird, artsy kind of stuff. And this looks like it was going to be very critical of Mr. Altman. But we'll have to see how that goes. I believe it stars Andrew Garfield as Sam Altman. But we'll see who ends up picking this up. I mean, you know, if it's a movie, I mean, they got a hit when they picked up The Substance because Universal passed on that movie. So,
oh yeah, they're kicking themselves for that one.
Oh yes, they are. But next one, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, the Magic School Bus is getting a live-action movie and has landed Detective Pikachu director Rob Letterman, with Elizabeth Banks set to star as Miss Frizzle. I mean, this is what we need to be remaking into live action. These type of things, which I think this would be so much fun. Yeah,
we'll see what it ends up being. Like, if it's going to be educational, if it's going to be family friendly. Like, what does it mean to get this? Who knows? But I think the director of Detective Pikachu is a good choice by making, bringing that franchise into the live action space. I think it's a good potential. So. But next up, Timothée Chalamet and Selena Gomez are voicing Illumination's animated alien adventure film Not Alone, which is going to be hitting theaters in April 2027. This was just announced at the Annecy kind of film festival going on right now, which, cool. Cool to see Timothée Chalamet doing something that isn't live action.
Yeah.
So good for him. And Selena Gomez is, she's been kind of rocketing up in terms of her acting potential. So, it's unfortunate that it's Illumination, which means that it's probably going to be very good looking, but very narratively hollow. So who knows? We'll see if it's any good.
Yeah, it's a new IP. It's okay.
Yeah, but I'm worried about this next one.
Yeah, the writer and director of It Follows and The End of Oak Street is writing Five Nights at Freddy's 3. And directing it. I don't know if
no, he's not directing it.
Oh.
He's only writing it.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping this doesn't tarnish his reputation, man.
Or he can just make it so much better.
There is that. Third time's the charm, right?
Yeah.
What about End of Oak Street's not even out yet, and then we haven't got They Follow yet. Take some time to relax, David.
Yes,
calm down.
Relax.
Don't get too busy out there. You'll be fine. We'll see if it ends up being anything worth a salt. This movie's supposed to be coming out end of this year, next year. Next year. Something like I don't know. Hold on.
I don't know.
At Freddy's 3.
I think it's next year. I think you're right.
Fall of next year. Yeah.
Okay.
So, they're probably super quick to film just because, looks like a one-take wonder kind of movie. Oh, hey, you said the lines. Let's move on. Anyhow. But that's it for the news stories.
Here's a cookie.
I feel like that's what they paid that freaking girl who played the sister. She's terrible. Here's a cookie. Alrighty. Let's go ahead. We have some stuff that's going to be showing up on streaming over the next couple of weeks. Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is now streaming on Hulu. I don't remember us mentioning that before. Return to Silent Hill is now on Hulu. One of the worst movies of the year so far is now on Hulu. And Independence Day Resurgence is arriving on Hulu on July 1st. One of the worst sequels ever made. It's not a great week for Hulu, but if you're interested at all in those movies at all,
hey,
you'll be able to check them out.
Bad blockbuster movie summer coming on right here. That's what they're trying to do over at Hulu.
Sure. Only one of them is a blockbuster, but sure. But that's it for the now streaming stuff. Let's go ahead and talk about the trailers we had that came out this week. And Kevin, I know what your answer is going to be, but what stood out to you?
It's going to be Hope and Sheep in a Box, which look absolutely fantastic and very new, which I really enjoy. That Sheep in a Box looks like it could be a family drama kind of thing, because just go watch the trailer, because I think it's an amazing trailer that shows you absolutely nothing. But and then Hope looks like an action monster movie, which looks incredible. So that's what I think I'm going to be looking forward to.
Yeah, I think Hope looks absolutely incredible. It's the biggest budget movie ever made in South Korea, so pretty large. And then Cheap in the Box looks pretty interesting. So we'll see how that is when it comes out. Everything else just looks okay. So
maybe Batman Nightfall, but just because it's different, that's the only reason.
Sure. But let's go ahead and go to the box office, Kevin.
Oh, box office. Yes, I'm so sorry. Number one with Toy Story 5 with 159.7 million. No. Oh, we already knew that was going to be a big budget there, or big number. But 2, Disclosure Day coming with 17.7 million. I was very impressed with Obsession with 13.4, almost taking that second spot again. Backrooms with 7.2, and Scary Movie hanging on scarcely with 6.4 million. I really thought maybe Obsession and Backrooms would flip a little bit, but
I mean, it's been like Backrooms has had its huge opening, and it has been doing very well. It's just that Obsession has had so much more word of mouth for it, and the fact that it's still in the double digits almost over a month later is crazy. So this is something that is going to be studied for a long time. So
yeah,
very, very excited about that. Alrighty, and that is going to bring us into the movies that come out this weekend.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and talk about it. Up first is Supergirl. Kara Zor-El, aka Supergirl, joins forces with an unlikely companion on an interstellar journey of vengeance and justice when an unexpected adversary strikes too close to home. This looks like it was going to be fun, kind of Guardians of the Galaxy-y in terms of kind of its visual and tone, a little bit of Mad Maxy as well. Seems to be kind of middle of the road with critics right now, so we'll see if this has any legs when it comes out this week. Up after that, though, is Jackass Best and Last, which I am super excited about. Follows the Jackass crew as they perform their final series of dangerous stunts and pranks, marking the end of the franchise. This is the last film. We are not getting any more after this.
Because they're so old now.
Yes, very, very excited for this movie. It's going to be very emotional, for sure, because I have followed these guys for a large chunk of my life. So very excited about this. And up after that is Couture. An American filmmaker faces challenges and self-discovery as she arrives in Paris for Fashion Week on a life and death journey. This stars Angelina Jolie and is kind of getting middle-of-the-road reviews. Kind of about a 50 on the Metacritic right now. Looks to be some sort of nice little drama about fashion. So. And lastly is The Invite, which is a new A24 dramedy. Joe and Angela's marriage is on thin ice. When they invite their enigmatic upstairs neighbors for a dinner party, the night spirals into unexpected places. This looks kind of really fun and interesting. It definitely has a twinge of some darkness to it, but it looks like it's actually going to be pretty fun. So interested to see where this ends up going. Kind of looks like being roped into unwitting like threesome kind of a thing, or couple swapping or whatever.
Yeah.
Who knows? Alrighty. But that is going to be it for all of the typical show stuff.
Typical.
Hope you've been having fun. Hope you've been enjoying what we got so far. But let's go ahead. Let's dive into our weekly movie games, Kevin.
Yes. What do we start off with first?
We're going to start with Flickle.
Okay, Flickle. Let's see what they chose for us.
And today. I cannot tell you what this is from the start. I do not know. But
let's roll it.
Go ahead and turn down the volume of the music. Let's see what we got.
It looks like Florida.
Yeah, looks kind of horror-y, but let's...
Is it like black and white, or is it like...
There's color.
Yeah. This is interesting. I still don't know it.
Give my regards to old Abe.
That's Ben Foster.
Give my regards to old
Is
Abe.
this the new version of Birth of a Nation?
Give my regards to old Abe.
No. It's definitely like a
To tell us about his word.
slave era film.
Mm-hmm.
A good slave. To tell us about his word.
Bro, I don't know what this is. Oh, it's not. He joined. I recognize his uniform, but I don't know the name of this movie.
Oh, it's Will Smith. It's Emancipation.
Yes, that's what it is. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got it on the last one. Oh,
My gosh, that's when that was like his first movie, like kind of back into Hollywood or something like that. I remember.
it was after the whole Oscar slap.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Or I think it was already filmed. It was just released after that.
Yeah.
Alrighty, time for movie grid.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so we got Anne Hathaway, Javier Bardem, and Paul Rudd.
First one for Anne is Devil Wears Prada.
Ooh, okay. Devil Wears Prada. There we go. And I guess for the third one, it could be Devil Wears Prada 2.
Well, no, let's try to think of something else.
Okay.
Let's not just jump into it.
Fine. 1990 to 2010. I got one.
Okay, 13 on.
Princess Diaries.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
Princess Diaries. And then 2011 to 2026. I'm just going to go ahead and say the movie that came out this year, Mother Mary.
Did it already come out? I feel so bad for saying that.
It already came out, yeah. All right, Javier Bardem time. Three or more word title.
Who's Javier? Give me.
Well, I'll go ahead and just answer the first one here. No Country for Old Men.
Oh, is he the one with the bowl
He's
cut?
the big guy. He's the bad guy in the background. Yep.
Okay.
1990 to 2010. That's what's going to be a little difficult. I don't remember what movies he was in before that. I am going to go ahead and say for 2011 to 2026, he was in The Little Mermaid. He was Triton in the live action.
Okay.
But 1990 to 2010 is kind of difficult because No Country for Old Men would have been that pick for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to think a little bit on that. But Paul Rudd.
We can do.
Paul Rudd.
Was Ant-Man 2016?
But that's not three or more word title.
No. I meant I was looking at the other ones.
Well,
I knew
it was 2015.
Oh,
so,
okay.
But Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is more than 3 words.
Yeah, we can put that one.
We're going to do that one for the 3 or more word title. And then let's see here. Released from 1990 to 2010, I believe.
For the 11 to 26 Ghostbusters Afterlife.
There you go. 1.6.
Damn.
Paul Rudd, 1990 to 2010. I believe. I want to say there was a romantic comedy type movie he was just in.
Yeah. He was in that. Oh, he was. I wanted to see.
That was after 2010.
What about?
Oh no!
He was in a Halloween movie. Was that 1990s though?
Was it a Halloween movie?
I think it was a Halloween movie.
We only got one more guess though, so we either do a Paul Rudd movie or a Javier Bardem movie from 1990 to 2010. And I think Paul Rudd's going to be a little easier.
Yeah. So
Fuck.
maybe.
Anchorman.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
The Legend of Ron Burgundy. I think it was 2009. Yeah. Shit. We can keep going.
Keep going.
All right. We just need a Javier Bardem, 1990 to 2010. We have some comments here. Halloween 6 had Paul Rudd.
But was that?
I was going to say Clueless, but I couldn't remember if it was actually Clueless.
But is that a 1990 movie though, Joey?
Yes. Or no, 1990 to 2010? Let me check.
Yeah, I think him. That's what I was trying to put him in.
1995.
Oh, okay, cool. It would have worked. Okay, I would not have remembered 6 though.
1990
So.
to 2010. Ugh.
Javier.
Mr. Bardem. I want to say beautiful. So I think it's a Spanish language movie.
Go for it.
Yes, beautiful.
Nice.
That's the one where he's on the cover. Alrighty. There we go. That is movie grid dial. We can also do movie pyramid if you want.
What's that?
This one is similar, but it just gets harder as we go. So, movie pyramid. Here we go. Alrighty. So on the first row, released from 2010 to 2026 with Timothy Chalamet, we got Marty Supreme.
Mm-hmm. You got Dune.
We got Dune. We've also got Dune Part 2.
True.
And I'm going to go ahead and put out a little bit of one here. Call Me By Your Name.
Mm-hmm.
Because he is the young love interest in that.
Yep.
Starts with Q through Z and stars Sandra Bullock.
Oh, gosh.
The Proposal.
Gravity's not Sandra Bullock.
Gravity was Sandra Bullock, but it's not.
But
Q
it's
to
not
Z.
through. Yeah, never mind.
Blindside starts with a B. Oh man, there's another movie she's in. What's the no, that's before Q. I was gonna say Miss Congeniality. Oh man, Bullet Train starts with a B. This is kind of annoying. Oh man. Sandra Bullock. Oh, duh. There's a big one. Speed.
Oh.
And Speed 2. She was in Speed 2 Cruise Control. Well, that counts. All right. A through H, starring Lawrence Fishburne. Apocalypse Now was his first movie. And then another one starting with A through H.
I just got to look at his face. I'm not looking up his
Morpheus from The Matrix.
Oh, okay.
No, it's after H. Damn it. I was going to say John Wick. A through H. I mean, would he...
He wasn't in Ballerina 2 either, right?
I mean, he may have been. He is in Hearts of Darkness, the filmmaker's Apocalypse, which is the documentary about Apocalypse Now. But, I mean, we could... No, he's not in Ballerina, actually.
He's not. Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and say Hearts of Darkness. Yes, because he's technically in it. And then Michelle Williams with a double-letter word in the title. So Great Gatsby is not there. Fablemans wouldn't be there. Oh, Michelle Williams is someone I always confuse with someone else. Hoodlum. Oh, I guess Hoodlum would have been one, yeah. Oof, I have no idea. Michelle Williams.
With a double letter?
Yeah, so it's like an LL, a TT, an RR. Blue Valentine isn't one of them. Oh, Shutter Island.
Oh, mm-hmm.
There we go. 10 out of 10.
Yay.
Yay. All right, and we're going to go ahead and do Framed now. That's our last one of the day. I have no idea what this is immediately from the top.
No.
It kind of looks like, you know what, I have a guess.
Go for it.
I think it's Hacksaw Ridge.
Ooh, that's a good one, yeah.
It looks like Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
Did I get it?
Yeah,
I
you
did. What else was next? Oh, I probably would have gotten it from there. Yeah, I would have gotten it from there. From there. Yeah. That's crazy, though. Yeah. Gosh. All right. Cool. Well, that is it for all the movie games this week. Hope you had a good time. We did.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that matters. So, I'm just kidding. But let's go ahead and dive into the movies we watched this week. Kevin almost tied me this week.
Yes, I did.
So
I'm halfway through a movie, so I would have tied you, but it's okay.
We're just going to go back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
So I'm going to go ahead and start with a movie that's a sequel to one I watched last week or the week before.
Last week.
I watched Child's Play 2. And I think this movie works well as a sequel to the first movie, as in it's a continuation of the story. However, I just didn't really vibe with this movie. I think Brad Dourif is still iconic as Chucky. He's one of the best horror movie actors that I can think of. He's just perfect as the character. I also really liked Christina Elise as Kyle here, the kind of adoptive big sister for Andy, the kid, main character. There are also some fun moments throughout the film. I think the finale is really good in the Toy Factory.
The Toy Factory finale is really cool.
Even though the maze of boxes they run through makes no sense from a logistical point of view, and if you're running a warehouse, that would make no sense. But I do think there are more than a few things I didn't like. First, God, dude, Andy is just so annoying in this one too. Like, I don't want him to live. It's weird because he's a kid. And you shouldn't want kids to die in a horror movie, but he should, whatever. He's a tad better in this one. Like, he's, had some time to kind of age, maybe get some more experience, but just didn't vibe with the performance. Also, the film looks terrible. It's got like a soap opera sitcom look to it. The camera, it looks awful. Like it's like too high of a frame rate or something. The colors are all kind of blown out of proportion. It looks weird. The lighting, the movement to the camera, it just looks way cheaper than the first movie.
Okay.
Which is the best word. It looks too cheap. But the biggest problem for me is that for 2/3 of this movie, which is the entire first 2 acts of this movie, it's boring as hell. I think this movie is dull. I don't care about anyone in the movie except for Kyle and Chucky, which, who doesn't want to care about Chucky? And sure, some of the kills are fun, but like, not enough to hold my attention. And the foster home stuff just isn't that interesting. Like, what happened to the police officers that saw everything? Why are they not, why is their word not being taken? Why is the mom forced into an asylum or whatever, where the kid just goes into foster home or whatever? Like, some of that doesn't make sense. And it just kind of, it's weird. It's not bad. It's not a bad movie at all. I mean, it's still enjoyable. It's got Chucky in it, and Chucky's doing his shenanigans. When Chucky's not doing his shenanigans, I could care less. I just found myself looking at my phone's clock for 90 minutes. Just like, okay, cool. When's this going to be over? Good sequel. Not necessarily a great film, though. I think it's a little too boring. Looks terrible. But Chucky's a great character. So, still fun.
It is a good 1-2 punch, you think? For like 80s, 90s horror?
I can think of better 80s and 90s horror movies. As far as like 1-2 punches, though?
Yeah. See, that's where it gets interesting. Because you're like, yeah, it's a good 2 movies, but would you pick like Friday the 13th? First movie for Friday the 13th for me is not that great.
Actually, I would say Scream 1, Scream 2 is better.
Oh, okay. There we go. Okay.
So, better movies. Whether it's a better sequel, like a good follow-up to the first one, that could be more of a debate. But yeah, I think those are just better movies on the whole. But I still like Chucky. Chucky's a great character.
Yes, so, yes, he is. Yes.
Makes me want to play Dead by Daylight again.
Mine is Fast and the Furious. It is their 30th anniversary coming up. We got the new roller coaster that came out. Decided to check it out. It was on Peacock. And I know this is not a great film. If you know this film, it's not a great film, but man, this made me get into the car culture even more than my dad did. It got me into the tuner scene. We get Dom Toretto, we get Brian O'Connor, classic characters that you always see around Universal Studios and like the supercharged mazes and stuff like that, which is really cool. But this one is so grounded and it feels so real. Again, with these newer ones, they're all over the place and it doesn't feel as grounded as it's supposed to be, like it originally was planned. It's really cool. I liked all of the kind of spy stuff or undercover things that O'Connor does, and you just get the whole crew together already, and it's cool to see them so young and not as high up in the movie, if that makes sense. Like, they get a little bit more cocky in each movie that comes out, but this one they're like down to earth. They need to get a paycheck pretty much, and you could definitely tell. Really loved just everything about this. It's an 87 out of 100. Again, it's a 5 out of 5 stars in my heart, but I know it's not a good movie.
78. You said
78. Oh, I'm sorry, what did I say?
You said 87.
Oh yeah, dyslexic.
Just want to make sure there's no
No.
alrighty. Next up for me, I'm actually kind of getting in the middle of this. So Criterion channel, the streaming service, does collections every month of movies that are in a certain theme.
I'll
Right
always
now,
look at them.
They're always fun. And this month has one called Odysseys, which is all about like kind of leading up to when we get the Odyssey next month. Is going to be like about journeys, kind of going from point A to point B. And so I actually kind of wanted to watch all of them. So I kind of started doing that. And the first movie I watched was Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Which is actually a Deep South Depression era version of the Odyssey, which we're getting next month. Definitely very different. But jokes like I really enjoyed this Coen Brothers movie. Same directors as No Country for Old Men, just in a very different genre here. Their take on Homer's classic poem is a lot of fun. It's got great performances in it, and it's got some killer writing. But I do think it sags a little bit in its second act. I will say I think this is my favorite George Clooney performance, next to Ocean's 11. He's charismatic, he's funny, he's full of wit. John Turturro and Tim Blake Nelson are also really good in this movie as his like companions. The way they play their characters, kind of more like a dumb way but lovable. A lot of people can say that this is like a live action Ed, Edd and Eddy. Sometimes, which is actually really funny. And the supporting cast is great too. I love how the film's characters feel real and kind of fantastical at the same time. Like they feel grounded but not grounded. It's really something kind of unique. I think the film is directed really well. Roger Deakins' cinematography is spectacular here. And as much as I bemoan and detest country southern music, the film has got some bops in it. I gotta say, I was kind of singing a couple of them in my head for a while. Also, they have they put together like a little band to record an album to make some money. And the name of their group is the Soggy Bottom Boys, which is one of the best just band names I've ever heard. Also, I really appreciated how it works in the fantastical, magical kind of elements of the Odyssey into real life, like the way that it handles like the sirens or the Cyclops and all that kind of stuff in reality is really something pretty cool. And I really like that. What didn't work for me was the drag of a second half. It just kind of slows down there's a big 20-minute stretch, especially where I'm just like, But it's a relatively minor complaint though in a film that I otherwise really enjoy. So highly recommend this one. Would recommend it to you, Kevin, before watching the Odyssey next month, maybe.
Is this this is a remake as well? Is that correct?
No, I think it's an original film.
Oh, really? I thought this was like an older
original
film.
But it's from 2000.
Okay.
So it's not new, but anyhow, Kevin, let's go ahead and get to your movie.
Yeah, keeping up with Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious. And this one is a little bit worse, unfortunately, because they tried to use CGI and it looks like PS2 graphics in this, and it is absolutely atrocious. Watching it, I think the last time, I didn't notice it as much, but this time I was like, oh my god, that is absolutely horrible. And they could have just used cars to whiz by people and everything like that. Again, still the undercover thing is kind of cool. But you get introduced to Roman, which he's a very good comic relief in this movie because Brian is so strict and cop worthy, even though he's not a cop anymore. In this movie, we don't get some of the payoff that I wish, like why Brian becomes the way he is, because in the last movie he's a detective and in this movie he's not, but they don't really explain the reason why. But then he works with the police and they know him, and it gets a little bit mumbo jumbled, unfortunately, but still it's really good. But it's just the other characters too, like Suki and the other detective lady in here. I thought they would come back in some of the other Fast and the Furiouses from now, but they never show up again, so it's kind of disappointing to see them, and then that's their only movie, unfortunately. So I gave this a 58 out of 100. I mean, I'm still gonna love, like, if someone puts this on, I'm not gonna say, hey, turn that crap off, kind of a thing, but it's still, it's not a good movie. So 58 out of 100 is what I gave it.
You know what's funny is I think I like this movie more than the first one, even though it's not as good. Which is really weird because it feels like a Miami Vice type.
It is.
Which I love that part of it. I don't know.
Like Tej, which is Ludacris's character, is a kind of like, he go to him for jobs and be like, hey, what you want, and then kind of he sends you out for a job, which is kind of cool.
It's pretty fun.
Mhm.
All right, and the last movie for me is another part of the Criterion Collection's Odysseys collection, which is the Darjeeling Limited, which is one of the few Wes Anderson movies I hadn't seen yet.
Mhm.
And I really like this movie. It's actually one of my new favorites of Wes Anderson's. This is a movie about three brothers who are on a trip through India after their father passed away to try and find their mother, who was kind of working somewhere in the rural area. It actually kind of feels... I like it because it's Anderson kind of getting out of sound stages, getting out of sets, and into just like the real world, but like a heightened sense of it. It's directed in a really fun way. It's got good use of color, but it actually feels like you're in real trains and real, locations. It's also really funny, and it's got some poignancy to it, especially if you have any kind of siblings, brother or sister or whatever. I think you're going to get something out of this. The main three are really great here. Owen Wilson, Adrian Brody, and Jason Schwartzman are all very convincingly playing siblings, and it's pretty fun. All three are funny, and that I appreciate that this was kind of before Wes Anderson started saying to his actors, don't show any human emotion. This is like, so there's twinges of that, but there's also like some actual emotion that comes through, which is pretty fun. Supporting cast is really good as well here, especially all the Indian actors do a fantastic job. It never feels like this movie is exoticizing India. It's just kind of like the background for a journey that could be in any other country, but the things that make it Indian are kind of not used to make it seem other or different. It's purely just location based, which I really like. It's very natural and it's very respectful. The film moves pretty well. It's paced very well. It's only like an hour and a half. However, there's a large chunk of this movie where it does like a reverse time jump, and it comes out of nowhere. And I didn't like it that much. It just didn't really do anything for me, narratively or kind of functionally. It just kind of came out of nowhere, and I didn't care for it. It was kind of like a major distraction. Like I don't know why it needed to happen. But other than that scene, I don't really have any complaints. It's one of my favorite movies of his so far. It's funnier, more poignant, and I really vibed with this. Movie was a huge vibe, honestly, the whole time.
Nice.
So, love it. Good stuff. Gave it a 90 out of 100.
Yeah.
So,
it's time for the wheel spin, I think it is.
Yeah.
So I'll start with my short, which was Back from the Front, which is a Three Stooges short that shows them on a Navy ship and them coming back from, or they don't really say a war, but I'm guessing something along those lines. I mean, you get the Stooges classic comedy and everything like that. But again, it's a slapstick comedy into kind of a story. But I really did. It's nice to watch these shorts and then not have like Three Stooges back to back to back, because I think I would get a little bit annoyed with them. So I haven't seen the Three Stooges in probably like 3 months, and this one made me laugh a little bit more than what I think some other ones would have done. So I give it a 72 out of 100.
All right. My short was Kevin's short last week, which was One Cab's Family. And I will say, I've seen several Tex Avery shorts now through kind of Joey's recommendations, and I think this was disappointing as far as a Tex Avery short goes. I think it was missing a lot of the kind of humor that's directly kind of adult-ish. Now, obviously, this is connecting with adults in the terms of having a kid and having that kid grow up and make decisions for themselves, but it's kind of missing that dark edge to it comedically, which I was hoping for. But it does have a lot of heart. It's got a lot of charm to it. But I think, and it predates Cars.
Yeah.
I think I prefer this world to Cars, if I'm going to be completely honest. But some cute family moments and some good animation make this worth your time. So,
yeah. Very cool.
Alrighty. And your movie, Kevin.
Yeah. No,
my
your
pick
movie.
For you.
Your movie. Don't say my movie, because this is absolutely atrocious. I will say the good part about this, the villain feels like a villain in this movie. And it's not because he speaks German half the time. It is just because of how he is so relentless on doing anything possible to get these people to be a human centipede. And
swallow it!
It's horrible. I love the one part I really laughed at where the I don't remember the Asian guy's name, but he bites him and then he goes, "Look, I have boots now. You cannot bite me on the boots. And I'm like, oh, it's genius because other horror movies they just wouldn't have had boots on. But it's just so disgusting. But I really liked the kind of medical aspect of it, how he was showing us at the beginning, this is how they're gonna kneel and they can't stand up again, and how I'm going to put one end to one end kind of a thing. But oh my gosh, like I was watching this movie and I was utterly like not actively like dry heaving, but it was just I had this sour look on my face the entire time watching this movie. So it's a good villain movie, but it's just I don't like it because of how not just because of how disgusting it is, pretty much.
It's
so
not medically accurate either.
No, it's not, but it was cool how they tried to explain it in a medical thing.
I do give it points for its originality. It's not something that has been seen really before in horror, so I at least give it points for that. And I think that Dieter is actually a pretty decent villain. I mean,
yeah.
Other than that, yeah, this movie's pretty atrocious.
7 out of 100. We can move on to yours.
It's a very ugly movie. But we're also going to go ahead and talk about more about Human Centipede. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we're not.
My movie was Batman Under the Red Hood, which is the animated straight-to-DVD movie they put out back in 2010. And I think this is one of the stronger animated DC movies. I do think it struggles, though, with a weak and anticlimactic ending. Part of what makes this successful is the voice cast. Bruce Greenwood does a great job as an older, more experienced Batman. Jensen Ackles does a great job as Red Hood. And John DiMaggio turns in a very unique Joker performance. The voice of Bender doing the Joker, which is very different. They do lend the film an air of gravitas, and they make it feel different, and I would say a little bit better than other animated films in the series. The story is good, following a particularly affecting and personal story for Batman. If you don't know the story, I'm not going to spoil it for you. But however, when it's condensed into a 75-minute film, you have a lot cut out, and you get a lot cut down or left out, right? You really feel like this. Do you feel this at the end of the movie? Because it just lacks any kind of emotional gut punch. Because it's such an affecting story. It's so deeply personal and emotional for Batman. And then at the end, it just kind of fizzles. Like, it just kind of just ends. And it's just not, like, there's no fanfare. It's just not particularly a good ending. But in some aspects, it still kind of looks cheap. It still looks a little dated. But it does also mirror the animated series at some point in terms of its kind of animation style. But it's fine. Not incredible, but not especially bad either. So 75 out of 100. I would say if you're a Batman fan, you're probably going to enjoy it.
Okay.
Alrighty. But that is it for all of our stuff this week. We'll go ahead and open it up to suggestions, because it's time to do what, Kevin?
It's time to spin a wheel, and this is all your problem right here. Look how many movies we have because of you guys. But we love it. We love to do it because you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, we could see Kevin get Human Centipede 2.
Or we could not.
If it's my pick for you, I will not do it this week.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I won't do it in the future, though.
Shut up.
But we'll go ahead and kind of open it up. We'll see if anyone has any suggestions, anything that they would like to add to the wheel. I mean, I'm always down for any kind of genre, so it doesn't matter to me. Joey says Victory from 1981. Don't know. Actually, haven't heard of that movie. Okay. And we'll give it about another minute or so. Kevin, what are you hoping for?
I mean, I got a bad one last time, so anything else might be better. So I'm perfectly fine with whatever.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I honestly don't know. We'll have to wait and see what ends up coming to fruition. But yeah, I'm always down for any genre, really. So, all right. See if we get any kind of last minute responses in. Excuse me. Ugh. I am struggling right now. All right. But
anything?
Not a whole lot else. All right.
Okay.
Well, I think we can go ahead and spin it. Let's go ahead and go to the wheel of shorts.
Yeah.
Kevin,
Yes,
you're short.
my short is going to be something good, probably, or something bad.
And it is going to be Rabbit Hood,
Oh, cool.
which is a Kevin short.
Well, no, it's a Bugs Bunny short, but
Well, and if you want to put it that way.
mm-hmm.
All right. We'll go ahead and shuffle it up and get my short. And it's your pick for me.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Damn it! I want this for a movie. I don't want
Okay,
it.
do you want me to just respin it?
Yes, respin
Okay.
it,
Okay.
please and thank you, sir.
If it lands on you again.
That would be hilarious. Please don't land on me.
All right, and mine is Donald's Happy Birthday from 1949. All righty, and I'll go ahead and sort that. Make sure I put Kevin's name on that,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll save the wheel. Let's go to the wheel of movies. We'll
Yes.
shuffle this bad boy up and spin it for Kevin.
Spin it for me.
Human
And
Centipede 2. Human
No.
Centipede 2.
It's not on here, so
Well, if it's my pick for
no, it's not. Shut up. Don't even.
That's a me one.
I-
So.
that- It's not Human Centipede. Good job.
And it is One Missed Call.
Let me check on that.
I know that is a Nadia pick. I believe it's a horror movie. Let's see here.
Oh, there's a bunch of them.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're going to have to figure out. I'm guessing it's the 2008 one.
That's what I'm guessing too. So let's just do that. 2008, and I have not seen it. So
Okay. So One Missed Call, 2008. All right. We're moving off the wheel, shuffling it up and spin. And my movie will be
mm-hmm.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
A classic.
Which one, though? There's a lot of them. We didn't put a year on it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's like 20 that are coming up on here. I guess I'm just going to go with the most popular one. I'm guessing no one here put this one. Which is going to be the 1931 version.
Okay.
So I'll just do that one. Unless if you put this in the wheel, then go ahead and speak now or forever hold your peace.
Mm-hmm.
But while we wait for that to kind of come through, we'll save the wheel real quick. And that is going to bring us to the end of this week's live stream. So Kevin is going to be taking a look at the short Rabbit Hood, which I watched last week. And then we'll be watching the 2008 horror film One Missed Call. I'll be checking out the 1949 animated short Donald's Happy Birthday, followed by the 1931 Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which is the most popular one on Letterboxd. The most, like it's the first one that comes up in the search. So I'm guessing that's the one that people are talking about because there's like 40 or 50 different versions. So, but that's going to be it for this week's show. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Of course, we do have our new episode of Movie Club coming up on Friday, where we're going to be covering the 1961 French film Last Year at Marienbad, as we are coming up on the end of our Venice Film Festival Best Picture winning film theme. So that's going to be it for this week. This show goes live every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So thank you so much for joining us. And until next time, make sure to keep those eyes on the screen. Have a great night, everyone.